LMD Magazine and EFM present Biz Talk, taking an in-depth look at today's biz landscape.
Welcome to another edition of LMD EFM Biz Talk. Today we're speaking to scientist, filmmaker, international speaker and NASA consultant Dr. Dragos Bratasanu. We managed to catch Dr. Bratasanu at the Sri Lanka Institute of Training and Development National Conference CXO Forum. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Bratasanu. To start things off, what are the trends that you see in leadership around the world?
Well, if you look at how the exponential technologies are changing our lives, if you look at what the data is showing you about the world, that the world, against what media is showing you, the world is far better than you think, then it's obvious, and from my interviews with leaders from Silicon Valley, from some of the top leading companies from around the world, you see that leadership and entrepreneurs, startups, they are all falling down into having more a sense of purpose, having a contribution aligned with what they most value. So it's not so much more about the money as it's more about having a sense of contribution and having a sense of purpose in this world. And the leaders that will thrive in the future will be the leaders, you can see it now with corporations, with companies. The ones that succeed have what is called a massive purpose. For example, Google has a purpose of organizing world's information. Coca-Cola has the purpose of basically happiness in every bottle. They don't sell anymore soda with water, they sell happiness in every bottle. They want to bring happiness. Uber has the massive purpose of enabling drivers to offer their services when they not use the cars and to reduce the CO2 levels from the world, from the atmosphere. So basically the leaders of tomorrow will be the ones, not tomorrow, even today, are the ones who are driven by a massive sense of purpose. They see a huge problem in the world and they want to change it. They want to dedicate their company, their team, their startup, even the whole organization. They understand that they want to make a change and a contribution. That's where I think the leadership of tomorrow will begin. Futures will come down from authenticity and then from making a contribution.
What message were you trying to convey with your movie, The Amazing You?
I wanted to give people a way of discovering their passions, of then believing more in themselves, in their own worth as human beings in this world, and then giving them the tools and the thinking and the understanding that they can make their dreams a reality anywhere they start. I grew up from a humble beginning in Romania. I had big dreams. I worked so hard for them for many years. I saw it in my own life that they are possible. And now I made a film bringing together NASA legends and rock stars and the founder of Angry Birds and best-selling authors to answer the question, how do you transform your most cherished dreams, your heartfelt desires into reality? How do you do it? And that's what the movie is all about. So it's about how you discover your passion and purpose and transform it into reality and actually live from that point. And I started with a small budget for the movie. I was living what I was about to teach in the film in the future. And after a few months, after the release, the official release, it became available simply because of volunteers who saw the value. It became available in 19 languages, all sorts of languages that I never dreamed about, that I have the movie now in. It received all sorts of awards for education, for social change. People have seen that it's so powerful, it can transform lives of people after the years of war. And what I want to accomplish is, to be honest, I don't care so much about the financial accomplishments of the movie. I'm not interested in that. What I most care about is that people don't have broken hearts anymore because of the film, thinking that their dreams can become true if they embrace their amazing selves, if they embrace their dreams and then they commit themselves to making them happen. That's what I want to do, to have in all countries in the world somebody giving this message and people learning the message.
What advice would you give to someone who wanted to strike out on their own and follow their passion, so to speak?
That's quite simple. The only way you can fail in this world, the only way you can fail in life is to lie to yourself. Is to spend a decade doing something that you don't care about. That's a decade lost from your life. So there's no, if you embrace what you want to do, if you embrace your dreams, it's true, sometimes the context might not empower you, but the old people will fall back from the wagon and you will have new friends who will actually empower you. So I think it all comes down to, are you willing to pay the price? Because if the context and the environment doesn't help you, you are not happy anyway, so you might as well change the context and do what matters to you.
And last but not least, what are your thoughts on Sri Lanka and what do you think this country lacks?
I was in Sri Lanka 4 years ago, and now I came here in 2016, and the difference, the improvement is fantastic. I've traveled the country, there's an abundance of opportunities. You have natural beauty, you have extremely kind and beautiful people, you have everything. I know for sure you're not lacking anything. I do not know what is the story that you tell yourselves about yourselves. But if that story doesn't help you, find another story to believe more in yourselves and live it. Because the entire world can see what potential you have. The entire world can see the kindness, can see the wisdom you have and the intelligence and the potential. I do not know if you see it, but if you don't see it, choose to believe in yourselves as the rest of the world believes in yourself.
Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Bratasanu.
Thank you.
Tune in every Tuesday and Thursday for more insights from our business community. You can also log on to efm.lk and lmd.lk/lmdtv for a visual experience of Biz Talk.